I just really gotta say it from a very much fucked up perspective that, well, while I'm actually here, let me just be absolutely real with you. I absolutely hate the fact that movies, especially if they're in a multiverse sort of category, they're being much treated unfairly. Hear me out. Ever since Endgame, the end of Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, basically, they haven't been the very best. They haven't actually done a very good job. I mean, Marvel Studios. I mean, whose fault is it that the writers of different shows and different movies don't make the best out of the actual pieces of art that should be pieces of art? Basically, human resources and basically, I don't know, social justice and shit. I don't anticipate movies as much anymore because when it comes to multiverse period of movies, it's just, I mean, universal saga of movies. It's just, let me just be real with you. There tends to be a disconnect if you actually link up movies from TV shows, especially if not every person who always likes to go to the movies would get used to watching TV shows that don't especially link to the movie type of environment. I mean, the atmosphere is different. The pacing is different. So why would you force moviegoers to actually see and feel the context of movies at all by making them actually go through the TV shows themselves? Seriously. The number of failures that they had really make them ask this question. Make other moviegoers ask this question. Which is why the direction of movies at this time on Marvel Studios, basically the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the quality is being changed to the point that you shouldn't give yourself too much fatigue and just focus on the quality of the just make sure that there's quality in it. Don't just put TV shows forward. Just absolutely focus on the movie eras. Where is the pacing and the storytelling in the TV shows? It's nowhere. Basically, there is way too much filler in the TV shows, Marvel. Of course, you wouldn't listen because you also like to be embedded with Disney. Because you like to you like to take the sweet money that Disney has to give you, and you don't like to be by yourselves, or you don't want to be an independent force separated from Disney because you need all that money. You need all that money to survive, like the little bitches that you are, and you can't find a way to support yourself. Right, Marvel Studios? Is that right? Is that really just right? Huh? Should that really make it really feel right to everyone else, huh? That's not right to me. That's not right to everybody. It doesn't do the cinematic universe any justice either, right? It never does any justice to the cinematic universe, bro. Because let's just be real. The cinematic universe shouldn't suck like this. You made it suck because you made streaming services the norm when it comes to putting a lot more context into the actual little bits and pieces of the MCU, right? Look, I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was great. It was okay. So there are some questionable things, but it's tolerable enough to actually not interfere too much with the storytelling, especially if it actually tells a good side of Sam Wilson himself, okay? I also liked how WandaVision looked, the messaging it gave. The pacing is great. Basically, it gave an entire new face of Wanda Maximoff because she's trying to live the life that she once fantasized, especially before she met the Avengers. I mean, those kinds of shows are okay, definitely. But let me just tell you, if there are concepts in story that do not make sense, like Riri Williams, Ironheart, what kind of direction are you? This is why I don't watch TV shows like that, because the plots don't make sense. The direction does not make sense. How would it ever make sense to TV goers? And how would it actually be a part of the lore? And that is actually questionable. And so how would it be tolerable when it comes to knowing and understanding what the context is if it's not socially acceptable? This is why the quality of Marvel has been on the down low, absolutely. And all you people in Marvel Studios are doing is do a lot of bullshit. Really. So I wouldn't be surprised that you're still sitting on your asses, not making scripts for movies, because that's what you should do. You should have made sure that your time in movies did not stop. You're winding down from making the movies themselves. Seriously, that's the challenge of it all. It will perk up your creativity factor, and there will be a lot of room for improvement, right? Right? It should be that way. But no, what's happening? What's actually fucking happening on this? Basically nothing. You're not even doing a lot of anything at all, right? So what's the use of a studio like yours if you're just gonna follow the methodology of Hollywood studios? Seriously, stop diversifying into what is not working and start getting back into what does work. Why can't you do that, Marvel? Why can't you do that? You can't because you want to pander to different audiences. Sure, but seriously, the new audiences that you're trying to get, it's going to complicate everything. It's going to muddy the waters. It's already bad enough. It's already bad enough that it actually ruins the atmosphere of how moviegoers actually perceive the Marvel Cinematic Universe, bro. It's just all you have to do is stick to actually what works. But you don't. You don't want to do things traditionally. You don't want to stick to your guns. Seriously. This is why the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even if it diversifies itself, it is going to fall apart because the wrong type of people from the audience that you're pandering to might actually make the Marvel Cinematic Universe something unrecognizable. And let me just tell you, Kevin Feige, let me just absolutely tell you, if the wrong type of people get a hold of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's going to get a lot of trouble. It's going to get a lot of heat. And we don't like it if it gets a lot of heat, right? We do not like it if it does get a lot of heat. I want to make it really absolutely clear again and again and again. Go back to your roots, Marvel Studios. I stopped watching every bit of your movies and TV shows once the plot got muddied. Once the same story over and over again about changes in policy, changes in how your production works. Every story in relation to those things just does not motivate me to go to the theaters anymore. You see the kind of effect that you're actually making, Marvel Studios? You see the kind of things that you're actually making me do? I'm not saying I don't like what you're... I'm not saying that Marvel Studios should be dissolved as it is. I'm just saying it should revert back before you guys are making a mess of yourselves. You're not doing so good. I don't like the direction you're taking. I don't like it.